I thought that there would be some kind of completion after sleeping with X number of women, or like after getting my first girlfriend, like way before I slept with anybody. And so I worked really hard, really diligently. I went out, put in time, and eventually got result after result after result after result. Girlfriends, cool stuff happened. Come to find out that there's no halo that appears above your head like you're in World of Warcraft or something, you know? And then feeling that also like some kind of emptiness there. And that was really what pushed me towards a more spiritual path, because it's like I somehow realized that if I'm not whole, they're not going to give me anything that's going to make me whole.
Yeah.
And so to value myself more.
And even if they could give you something that would make you whole, and that would be dangerous.
Temporary.
It would be dangerous, because then you become addicted to that. You know, and then you start manipulating them, or trying to possess them, or trying to protect yourself from not getting hurt by them because they have something that you don't have. So that's why I think there's a fundamental thing, which is, I mean, some guys understand this, that a man needs to put himself first, not from a selfish perspective, but from the level of he needs to make his sense of higher mission and purpose something that really is his primary focus. And then women are part of that. And then he can serve women, and they can serve him a lot better, I think.
Yeah, this is some good shit. But it's like I knew about this before, but I just forgot, or I didn't pay attention to it, or I didn't care. And I think it takes time for it to manifest of value for you.
Yeah.
It takes time to recognize that it is valuable, that it is something that's more important than everything.
They got to work together, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the inner and the outer need to work together. But sometimes, even if you haven't, which a lot of guys need to do, if they haven't been taking action, they need to go out and take some action. But then from the action, they need to get feedback about where they need to do the inner alignment work. So I think both of those elements can come together into a more holistic perspective.
Yeah, I was kind of more just taking action all the time.
Which is, I mean, that's what a lot of guys do too. And I mean, that will get you results. But then sometimes there's something empty about that process.
Very empty, yeah.
So there needs to be a kind of a balance between those. And I think this kind of, you know, like you knew about it and then you weren't paying attention to it, or guys hear about it and they like the idea of energy, or they like the idea about meditation, or they meditate because somebody told them to meditate, or like, you know, somebody said go to Vipassana, so I'm going to go to Vipassana.
Yeah.
And that's cool, like you can do that. But at some point you start to realize, like, there's actually like a really deep meaning and purpose to this. This is something that will really serve you on a deeper level. But you have to get to the level where you're ready to actually receive that. Like anything, right, in life, we have to have a sense of understanding of like why we need it, and then we need to commit to that. And then by committing to it, we can actually receive what's really there, as opposed to just like window shopping through spirituality and energy work and meditation and stuff. And, you know, taking concepts, but not really like embodying the concepts, which is where the real work happens, I think, is getting into a deep embodied state.